The sweet revenge of indifference. They ignored you, dismissed you, took you for granted, maybe even replaced you. And now you're here, probably hoping I'll teach you how to make them suffer. Well, I've got news for you. I'm about to show you something far more powerful than revenge. I'm going to show you how to become so valuable that they torture themselves for losing you. The Stoic magnetism effect. Welcome to Stoic mentality. What you're about to learn isn't about playing games or manipulation tactics. This is about 9 specific attitudes that transform you into someone so magnetic, so valuable, so irreplaceable that those who didn't value you will spend sleepless nights regretting their blindness. But here's the twist. By the time they come crawling back, you won't even care. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." But I'll take it further. The best revenge is to become so elevated that your enemy becomes irrelevant. When you embody these 9 Stoic attitudes, you don't make them regret losing you. They make themselves regret it. You don't chase them, they chase you. You don't prove your worth. Your worth becomes undeniable. These aren't tricks. These are transformations. When you adopt these attitudes, you're not pretending to be valuable. You become valuable. You're not acting unbothered, you become unshakable. You're not playing hard to get, you become hard to forget. The person who dismissed you, that ex who didn't appreciate you, that friend who betrayed you, that employer who overlooked you, they're about to witness your metamorphosis. And when they do, when they see what you've become without them, the regret will be overwhelming. But by then, you'll be too evolved to even notice their desperation. Before we dive into the first attitude, and this one alone will flip the entire dynamic. If you're ready to become someone people regret losing rather than someone who regrets losing people, hit that subscribe button right now. Stoic Mentality drops transformational content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. We don't just help you move on, we help you move up. Attitude 1, Supreme Indifference. The first attitude is the most powerful and the hardest to master. Supreme indifference. Not hatred, not anger, not even disappointment. Complete, genuine, authentic indifference. This is what Epictetus meant when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your reaction. No reaction. Here's what destroys people who didn't value you. Seeing you completely unaffected by their absence. They expect anger. You give them apathy. They expect sadness. You give them serenity. They expect you to fight for them. You don't even fight against them. You simply continue. But this isn't pretend indifference where you're dying inside while acting cool outside. This is genuine emotional detachment, achieved through Stoic practice. You literally retrain your brain to stop caring about those who demonstrated they don't care about you. The Supreme Indifference Protocol. The deletion practice. Remove them from your mental real estate. When thoughts of them arise, don't fight them. That's still engagement. Simply note irrelevant thought and redirect to something meaningful. Like training a puppy, your mind learns what gets attention and what doesn't. The energy reallocation. Every ounce of energy you use to spend thinking about them, redirect to yourself. That mental space they occupied, fill it with your goals. That emotional energy you wasted on them, invest it in your growth. They become the fertilizer for your elevation. The response elimination. When they reach out, and they will, your response is either nothing or minimal. Not cold, not angry, just absent. K. Busy. Can't. Or better yet, silence. Nothing destroys someone more than realizing they don't even warrant an emotional response. I practiced this with an ex who left me for someone else. Instead of the dramatic reaction she expected, I simply disappeared. No angry texts, no sad social media posts, no mutual friend interrogations. I became a ghost. 6 months later, she was desperately trying to get my attention while I had genuinely forgotten she existed. Marcus Aurelius mastered this with his enemies. He wrote, "How much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does. Replace neighbor with ex or former friend, and you have your formula. Don't look, don't care, don't engage. The psychological impact of supreme indifference is devastating to those who didn't value you. They expected to matter enough to hurt you. Discovering they don't matter enough to affect you is the ultimate ego death. They realize they're not the villain in your story. They're not even a character anymore. But indifference alone isn't enough. The second attitude will make them question everything they thought they knew about you. This is where the real transformation begins. Attitude 2, relentless self-investment. While they expect you to deteriorate without them, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to explode with growth. This is relentless self-investment, and it's the most visible form of revenge that isn't revenge at all. Seneca wrote, "Every new thing excites the mind, but a mind that seeks truth turns from the new and seeks the old." The old truth is that you are your best investment. While they're out there looking for your replacement, you're becoming irreplaceable. Here's the protocol that makes them regret everything. Physical transformation. Start immediately. Gym, nutrition, skincare, style upgrade. Not to impress them, to impress yourself. But the side effect? They'll see your transformation and realize they lost you at your worst, and now can't have you at your best. Skill acquisition. Learn something powerful every month. New language, martial art, instrument, coding. Each new skill is a level up. When they see you speaking French at a cafe or performing at an open mic, the regret compounds. You're not the same person they dismissed. Financial elevation. Channel your pain into profit. Start that business, get that promotion, build that portfolio. Money isn't everything. But watching someone you rejected become financially successful triggers primal regret. They realize they bet on the wrong horse. Social expansion. Build a network that makes your old circle look like a puddle. Join high-value communities. Attend exclusive events. Connect with influencers. When they see you in photos with people they could never access, the FOMO becomes unbearable. But here's the Stoic secret. You're not doing this for them. Marcus Aurelius invested in himself while his wife allegedly cheated. He became a philosopher king, not to make her regret, but because self-improvement was his duty. The regret she might have felt was just a byproduct of his excellence. I implemented this after a business partner betrayed me. Instead of fighting him in court, I invested that energy in building a competing company. 2 years later, my company acquired his failed venture. He literally had to ask me for a job. I said no, not from spite, but because I had genuinely moved beyond that level. The psychology is brutal. Every improvement you make is a mirror showing them their mistake. Your evolution highlights their devolution. Your growth emphasizes their stagnation. They don't just regret losing you, they regret not being you. The third attitude is where you become truly dangerous. Not to others, but to the person you used to be. This is what makes them desperate. Attitude 3. Unshakable standards. You accepted crumbs before. You tolerated disrespect. You compromised your values. That person is dead. The third attitude is unshakable standards. Boundaries so firm that those who crossed them before now can't even approach them. Epictetus taught, know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly. You now know who you are, someone who demands excellence or nothing. Someone who chooses solitude over poor company. Someone who would rather have nothing than have less than you deserve. The standards protocol, the non-negotiables list. Write down exactly what you will and won't accept. Be specific. I don't accept last-minute plans. I don't tolerate inconsistent communication. I don't engage with people who don't match my energy. These aren't preferences. They're laws, the immediate enforcement. The moment someone violates a standard, enforce the consequence. No warnings, no explanations, no second chances. They had their chance when you had no standards. Now the price of admission to your life has increased, and they can't afford it. The value declaration. Make your standards visible through action. Post about your morning routine. Share your goals publicly. Document your discipline. Let them see that accessing you now requires meeting standards they're incapable of meeting. When my ex tried to reconnect, she suggested meeting at 11 p.m. like old times when I had no boundaries. My response, I don't take meetings after 8 p.m. Meeting? Yes, that's what she had become, a potential meeting I declined. The shock in her voice when she realized she no longer had special access was palpable. Marcus Aurelius maintained imperial standards even with his own family. His son was a disappointment, but instead of lowering his standards, he maintained them, knowing that excellence isn't negotiable based on relationships. The psychological impact. They realize the all-access pass they had to your life has been revoked. The VIP status they abused is gone. They're not even general admission anymore. They're outside the venue, watching through windows as others enjoy what they took for granted. Your unshakable standards become a fortress they can't breach. They can see you thriving inside, but the bridge they burned is the only way in, and you're not rebuilding it. The desperation comes from realizing they're permanently locked out of something they once had unlimited access to. The fourth attitude will make them question their entire decision to leave. This is where regret transforms into desperation. Attitude 4. Mysterious evolution. They think they know you. They have you figured out. They can predict your moves. Wrong. The fourth attitude is mysterious evolution, becoming someone so different, so improved, so transformed that they question if they ever knew you at all. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Let their imagination run wild about who you've become. Give them just enough information to know you've transformed, but never enough to understand how or why. The mystery protocol. Strategic silence. Stop explaining yourself. Your social media becomes a highlight reel with no context. A photo from Paris, a certificate of achievement, a cryptic quote. No explanations, no stories, no details. Let them fill in the blanks with their imagination. Behavioral contradictions shatter their mental model of you. Were you always available? Become mysteriously busy. Were you predictable? Become spontaneously adventurous. Were you an open book? Become an encrypted file they can't decode. New circles, new signals. Be seen with people they don't know, in places they've never been, doing things they never imagined you'd do. When they ask mutual friends about you, those friends should say, honestly, they're completely different. I barely recognize them. I mastered this after a friend group betrayed me. Instead of fighting for reinstatement, I disappeared into new interests. Martial arts, philosophy, solo travel. When they eventually saw me again, I was physically transformed, intellectually evolved, and socially relocated. Their confusion was visible. What happened to you? My response, nothing happened to me. Everything happened for me. The Stoics understood strategic concealment. Marcus Aurelius kept his deepest thoughts in private meditations. His true evolution was invisible to those around him. They saw the emperor, not the philosopher. They knew his actions, not his transformation. The psychological devastation. Humans hate unsolved puzzles. When you become a mystery they can't solve, it consumes them. They lie awake wondering who you've become, who you're with, what you're doing. The less information you provide, the more their mind manufactures scenarios, usually far more impressive than reality. But here's the Stoic twist. You're not being mysterious for effect. You're simply too focused on growth to broadcast it. Your silence isn't strategic, it's natural. You're too busy becoming to bother explaining. If you're seeing the power of these attitudes, hit that like button. The fifth attitude is where you become absolutely magnetic, not just to them, but to everyone. This is where their regret turns to panic. Attitude 5, abundant mindset. They left thinking you needed them. The fifth attitude proves the opposite. You live in complete abundance. Opportunities, options, connections, everything they thought they provided, you now have in overflow. This is the abundant mindset, and it's kryptonite to those who thought they were your only option. Marcus Aurelius lived in ultimate abundance. Power, wealth, options. Yet he wrote, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When you realize you have everything within, external abundance naturally follows. The abundance protocol, option generation. Actively create multiple options in every area. Dating, have several quality people interested. Career, multiple offers on the table, social, various friend groups to choose from. Not to use people, but to never be dependent on any one source. Generous detachment. Give freely because you have plenty. Compliment others genuinely. Share opportunities generously. Support people authentically. When they see you giving what they thought you desperately needed, the cognitive dissonance is crushing. Casual excellence. Achieve things effortlessly that you used to struggle with desperately. That promotion you begged for, you get offered better elsewhere and casually decline. That attention you craved, you now redirect it to others who need it more. After my ex left saying, "You'll never find someone like me," I didn't argue. I simply built an abundant life. Within a year, I was casually turning down dates with people objectively more attractive, more successful, more compatible than her. When she noticed, her exact words were, "I didn't think you could do better." My response, I wasn't trying to. I was trying to do different. The Stoics knew abundance is internal first, external second. Epictetus had nothing materially but lived in complete abundance mentally. He knew that when you need nothing, you have everything. The psychological impact is devastating. Scarcity-minded people cannot comprehend abundance mindset. They left thinking they were subtracting from your life. Seeing you multiplying without them breaks their entire worldview. The regret isn't just "I lost them," it's "I never understood their value." Your abundance makes their scarcity visible. While they're still trying to fill the void with replacements, you've transcended the void entirely. You're not looking for what they provided. You're providing it for yourself and others. The sixth attitude will make them realize they didn't just lose you. They lost access to a completely different life. This is where desperation peaks. Attitude 6, quiet achievement. While they expect you to loudly proclaim your success to prove them wrong, you're going to do something far more powerful. Achieve quietly and let success speak for itself. This is quiet achievement, and it's the attitude that makes them realize they bet against the wrong person. Seneca wrote, "It is equally faulty to trust everyone and to trust no one." Trust in your own ability to achieve, but don't trust others with your plans until they're complete. Work in silence. Let success make the noise. The quiet achievement protocol. Silent execution. Stop announcing your goals. No more big things coming posts. No more working on something special hints. Just pure, silent, focused execution. When you surface with results, the shock value is exponential. Delayed revelation. Achieve things months before revealing them. Graduate before posting the diploma. Get promoted before updating LinkedIn. Move to the new apartment before sharing photos. The time gap shows you weren't seeking validation. You were seeking victory. Understated excellence. When you do share achievements, understate them. Did a thing with a photo of your book published. Small win today with your business and corporation papers. The casual relationship with success shows it's becoming normal for you. I practiced this after a colleague publicly said I'd never amount to anything when I left the company. Instead of defending myself, I went silent. 2 years later, I casually mentioned selling my startup to their competitor for 8 figures. I wasn't even trying to tell him. He overheard it. The look on his face was worth the 2 years of silence. Marcus Aurelius achieved constantly, but wrote about it minimally. His meditations focus on philosophy, not his military victories or administrative achievements. The work spoke for itself. History remembered what he didn't need to broadcast, the psychological destruction. Nothing disturbs someone more than discovering you've been succeeding without their knowledge. They realize they've been living in an outdated version of reality where you're still struggling. The update to their mental software is corrupting. You're not who they thought you were. They start investigating. What else have you achieved? What else don't they know? How far ahead are you really? The quiet achievement makes them realize they're not even playing in the same league anymore. The 7th attitude is where you become genuinely untouchable. This isn't about defense, it's about transcendence. Attitude 7, emotional sovereignty. They still think they have emotional real estate in your mind. They believe they can trigger you, affect you, move you. The seventh attitude eliminates this delusion. Emotional sovereignty, complete ownership and control of your emotional state, regardless of external triggers. Epictetus, who experienced actual slavery, discovered ultimate freedom. No one can hurt me without my permission. When someone who hurt you realizes they no longer have permission to affect your emotions, they experience a form of existential irrelevance. The emotional sovereignty protocol, the pause practice. When they attempt contact or you encounter them, pause before any response. Not to think of what to say, but to ensure whatever you say comes from sovereignty, not reactivity. This pause communicates more than words. It says, "You don't move me anymore." Emotional alchemy. Transform any negative emotion about them into fuel for growth. Anger becomes gym energy. Sadness becomes creative inspiration. Disappointment becomes motivational rocket fuel. They become inadvertent sponsors of your success. The blessing response. When you must interact, treat them with the same pleasant detachment you'd show a stranger. Not fake friendliness, genuine neutrality. Hope you're well, with the same energy you'd tell the barista. They're no longer special enough for special treatment, positive or negative. When I ran into the business partner who betrayed me at an industry event, he tried to provoke me with subtle jabs about my small operation. My response, complete emotional sovereignty. I smiled genuinely, said, "That's wonderful you feel that way," and continued my conversation with the CEO he was trying to impress. He expected emotional engagement. He got emotional independence. Marcus Aurelius maintained emotional sovereignty while his own son plotted against him. He wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. In the present moment, others' actions are just events, not emotional commands. You choose your emotional response, if any. The impact is profound. They realize the remote control they had to your emotions has been permanently disabled. They can push all the old buttons, but nothing happens. It's like trying to log into an account after the password has been changed. Access denied permanently. Your emotional sovereignty makes them feel like a ghost, present, but unable to affect the physical world. They can see you but can't touch you emotionally. This powerlessness in someone who once had power over you creates desperate attempts to regain access. The eighth attitude will make them realize that not only have they lost you, but they've actually contributed to creating someone extraordinary. This is where regret becomes unbearable. Attitude 8. Gratitude for the lesson. This is the ultimate mind-bender. You're genuinely grateful they left. Not bitter gratitude or sarcastic thanks. Authentic appreciation for the gift of their departure. This is gratitude for the lesson, and it's the attitude that makes them realize they didn't break you. They built you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Their rejection wasn't your obstacle, it was your opportunity. Their departure wasn't your loss, it was your launch pad. The gratitude protocol, the reframe practice, systematically reframe every negative into a positive. They abandoned me becomes they freed me. They betrayed me becomes they revealed themselves. They rejected me becomes they redirected me to something better. Public appreciation. When appropriate, publicly acknowledge the lesson without mentioning them directly. Grateful for everyone who showed me what I don't want. Thankful for the endings that led to better beginnings. They know it's about them, but your gratitude instead of anger is devastating. The gift list. Write down every gift their departure gave you. Freedom, growth, self-discovery, strength, new opportunities. Realize this list is longer than any list of what they provided. You gained more by losing them than you ever gained by having them. When my ex reached out saying she made a mistake, I responded with genuine gratitude. Thank you for leaving when you did. It was the catalyst for the best chapter of my life. I wasn't being cruel, I was being honest. Her leaving forced me to become someone I actually like. She expected anger or hope. She got gratitude. She hasn't contacted me since. Seneca lost everything in exile, but wrote, "What is destined will prove to be a blessing." Your loss was destined to become your gain. When they realize they were the catalyst for your elevation, not your devastation, the regret becomes existential. The psychological impact. Humans need to matter, even negatively. When you're grateful for their negative impact because it created positive transformation, they experience a form of erasure. They weren't important enough to destroy you. They were just another stepping stone to your greatness. The ninth and final attitude is the one that ensures they never recover from losing you. This is the ultimate transformation that makes their regret permanent. Attitude 9, unstoppable momentum. While they're stuck in the past, regretting their decision, you're accelerating into the future so fast they can never catch up. This is unstoppable momentum. The attitude of constant evolution that ensures there are always several versions behind who you currently are. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being." Your work now is constant evolution. Every day, you become someone new, someone better, someone further from who they knew. The momentum protocol, daily evolution. Every single day, be 1% better than yesterday. Compound this over a year, and you're 37 times improved. They lost you at version 1.0. By the time they realize their mistake, you're at version 37.0 and updating daily. Future focus. Stop referencing the past entirely. Your conversations, posts, and energy are all future-focused. You're not running from the past. You've forgotten it exists. You're too busy creating tomorrow to remember yesterday. Acceleration pattern. Instead of slowing down as you improve, speed up. Each achievement becomes fuel for the next. Each level unlocked reveals 3 more. While they expect you to plateau, you're exponentially expanding. I committed to unstoppable momentum after my friend group betrayed me. Year 1, new career. Year 2, new country. Year 3, new company. Year 4, new identity entirely. When one of them tried to reconnect, they literally said, I can't keep up with who you've become. Exactly. That's the point. The Stoics understood momentum. Epictetus taught that philosophy wasn't a destination, but a journey of constant improvement. You never arrive because there's always further to go. This makes you uncatchable. The final psychological devastation. They realize that even if you forgave them, even if you took them back, they couldn't keep up with who you're becoming. You're not just out of their league. You're playing a different sport in a different dimension. The gap widens daily. Their regret becomes permanent because your evolution is permanent. They didn't just lose who you were. They lost who you are and who you're becoming. Every day that passes, the person they regret losing becomes more legendary in their mind because the real you keeps exceeding even their imagination. The complete transformation, when you embody all 9 attitudes, you become someone entirely different. Supreme, indifference, they don't affect you too. Relentless self-investment, you're constantly improving. Unshakable, standards, you're inaccessible to their level 4. Mysterious evolution, they can't figure you out. 5. Abundant mindset, you have unlimited options. 6. Quiet achievement, your success speaks volumes. Emotional sovereignty, they can't trigger you. 8. Gratitude, for the lesson you thank them for leaving. Unstoppable, momentum, you're uncatchable together. These create what I call the regret vortex, a psychological state where their regret intensifies daily because you improve daily. They're stuck in a loop of realizing what they lost, while simultaneously realizing they could never have kept it anyway. But here's the ultimate Stoic truth. You're not doing this to make them regret. Their regret is just exhaust from your rocket ship. You're doing this because it's who you're meant to become. They were just the catalyst, not the cause. Marcus Aurelius said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." Your transformation echoes not just in their regret, but in your legacy. You're not just making them regret losing you. You're making yourself proud of who you became because of it. Your action plan, you now have 9 attitudes that will transform you from someone people leave to someone people regret leaving. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. Here's what you do now. First, subscribe to Stoic Mentality immediately. Hit the notification bell. We drop transformational content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. This channel is your constant reminder of who you're becoming. Second, choose 3 attitudes to start with. Not all 9. That's overwhelming. I recommend starting with supreme indifference, relentless self-investment, and emotional sovereignty. Master these 3 for 30 days before adding others. Third, comment below which attitude you're implementing first and why. Public declaration creates accountability. Watch how many others are on the same journey of transformation. Fourth, share this with one person who needs to hear it. Someone who's been undervalued, overlooked, discarded. Give them the blueprint for becoming unforgettable. Remember, the best revenge isn't making them regret. It's making yourself proud. It's not about them coming back. It's about you moving forward. It's not about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. They will come back. They always do. When you become these 9 attitudes, returning becomes inevitable. But by then you'll be too evolved to care. You'll be too valuable to settle. You'll be too focused on your future to revisit your past. The person who didn't value you did you a favor. They forced you to value yourself. They thought they were subtracting from your life, but they were actually adding rocket fuel to your transformation. This is Stoic mentality, reminding you that the best revenge is a life well lived, and a life well lived makes others regret not living it with you. Your transformation starts now. Their regret starts soon. Who's ready to become unforgettable?